lovely human. Welcome to The Little Flower. If you haven't been to my channel, my name is Krista and I use the presence and essence of flowers along with the tarot to deliver messages to help you align to your most authentic and abundant nature and path. So for today's reading, the prompt that came through is your winter miracle. What unexpected blessing is coming to you this winter season? So I'm recording this at the beginning of December of 2025, but this is a timeless reading, and winter season, you can enter into a winter season at any time you wish. The winter season of your soul is the time when you decide to go within and to transmute heavier energies, listen to parts of your being that often go unheard or unseen, and to reclaim the purity of your essence. So anytime you go within, we can think of that as winter season. So what blessings are coming from your soul searching journey? What blessings, or it could literally just be what blessings are coming to you this season. So we'll see. We'll open the door and we'll see what comes through. You have 3 beautiful carnations to choose from. So go ahead and click the corresponding timestamp below for group number 1 with the white carnation, group number 2 with the fuchsia carnation, or group number 3 with the sage green carnation. And I will see you in your reading. Before we get into your reading, I'd like to invite you into the sacred portal to healing, alignment, and expansion that is the Little Flower Patreon. A key element that makes the Little Flower Patreon special is the infinite prayer. Using Reiki, prayer, intuitively guided affirmations, and a belief in miracles, I offer a powerful transmission each month with the intention to bring you into deeper resonance with your truest soul essence and most fulfilling path. Entering into the infinite prayer means remembering you've always held the key to the healing waters of your own soul. This is your safe and protected conduit to the divine. I simply hold the mirror. Tap into your own sacred, ever-flowing internal spring, always pure, always moving, always offering exactly what you need the moment you choose to dip your cup in. Return as often as you feel called to. Enter the Wellspring membership and receive access to an ever-growing sanctuary of soulful pick-a-flower readings and infinite prayer sessions. Each month, I tap in and channel a theme or prompt for 2 new in-depth readings, with one of those readings laying the foundation for what emerges in the infinite prayer. Join the Overflow membership and receive everything in Wellspring, plus access to every new extended infinite prayer session drawn from YouTube readings like this one from October 2025 on. If the Little Flower Patreon is calling to you, click the link in the description box below. If at any point during this reading you feel inspired to, feel free to like, subscribe, drop a flower emoji, and leave a comment. I'd love to know how things are resonating, or if you have any questions or suggestions for me. Now, back to your reading. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to The Little Flower. If you haven't been to my channel, my name is Krista and I use the presence and essence of flowers along with the tarot to deliver messages to help you align to your most authentic and abundant nature and path. So the prompt that came through for this reading is your winter miracle. What unexpected blessing is coming this winter season? So this is a timeless reading, so you can take this as what unexpected blessing is coming to you this season, or you could take it as what unexpected blessing is coming to you from the season in which you go within and you find stillness. So whatever resonates with you, you felt called to this reading for a reason. You chose group number 1 with the white carnation. So with carnations, I always feel a celebratory energy, and with white, there is a sense of purity that comes through. It is very aligned with the winter season. White, of course, is the color of snow, the color of, it's giving stillness, it's giving all-encompassing stillness and beauty and openness. And we will see what your reading has in store for you. So I'm going to put your flower right up here. And the first card I'm pulling is from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And your card is Freedom with the Sparrow. I actually feel called to read from the deck. So, oh, it's not a sparrow. It's a cliff swallow. I knew that. The swallow flies free on wind currents and thermals in remarkable aerial maneuvers, igniting the expression as free as a bird. In many cultures, such as that of the ancient Egyptians, the swallow was thought to carry souls to heaven. Early sailors would tattoo themselves with an image of a swallow, so if they drowned, the swallow would carry their soul to the heavens. In poor light, a cliff swallow looks brownish gray. However, in good lighting, it is a luminous, metallic, dark blue. Cliff swallows traditionally make their nests on vertical cliffs, carefully crafting them out of mud. Although they can nest solitarily, they usually nest in colonies. When one finds a cloud of insects, it alerts the other members of the flock so that all can be nourished. Even though they fly free, their community supports them. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Express yourself without hesitation. Break free and let your spirit fly. Make choices that increase your freedom. Don't be tied down. Laugh, dance, explore, and go beyond predictable behavior. Be daring. Cast aside restrictions. Find your wings. As you do, you'll help others find theirs. You are not here to be ordinary or live a mundane life. You're here to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. Do not be trapped by convention or the need to please others. Choose life on your terms. Don't accept rules that don't feel right. You can be immensely free and yet still be part of a loving, supportive community. What I'm getting from this is your freedom serves the whole, and you're being called to align to that truth. The unexpected blessing for you this season is a deeper sense of freedom in your life and things shifting in your world to enhance that freedom. There's a validation of the choices you make for your own freedom, and there's a recognizing that it is counterintuitive to hold onto things that keep you held down, that keep you tied down, that keep you feeling unfulfilled, that keep you feeling unfree in the name of serving others or in the name of being there for another person or surrendering to a collective mentality that hinders your soul, that hinders your freedom. There's a recognition and awakening to the reality that you serving your soul's truest freedom is what is best for the collective, because you're opening doors for others to find freedom as well. You validating the choices you make in your life to create freedom for your sovereign soul is something that validates and opens a door, opens a pathway and a portal for others to feel safe in walking forward in their freedom. You are a light bringer in that way. You're a door opener. You're a path paver. And you're greatly needed in like I'm feeling this, like it's almost like you have this tool that you've been blessed with to dig through or to cut through the thickets that get in the way, like the societal thickets that get in the way of you creating freedom in your life. And by doing this, you make it easier for the next person. They don't have to put in so much work to find freedom. And so you're doing something, you're serving humanity, and you might not see the fruits of that right away. But if you can keep that held in and encoded in every step you take moving forward towards your freedom, then you'll see it. One day you will see the impact that's made on the world around you and the way you've awakened others to what is important for them, the way you've awakened others that to the reality that freedom should be a virtue that many seek, not just a few. A validation of your walk towards freedom in the form of the world shifting around you. So this could look so many different ways. So the way I'm seeing it energetically is finally the material world shifting and clicking into place to reflect back to you the freedom that you have been walking towards. So if you've been building a path to wealth, a path to money, because money does create freedom, then this is the money coming in for that freedom. What is the freedom you seek? That's the question. What is the freedom, the elements of your life that need to shift in the material world to help you create that sense of freedom? Do you need to move to a new place? Do you need to have a different schedule at your work? Do you need to, what is it? What are the tangible physical elements? You're going to start seeing the unfoldment of that this season. And it's going to be so validating for you when things really reflect back to you. Like, especially if you've gone on a journey where you've had to walk in faith, constant faith, and you've doubted yourself because things haven't changed in the material. This is the material coming in and validating your path. And you don't need it, but like to validate you, you have strong faith in walking towards freedom, but it's something that gives you deep security. And it's also something that feels protective, because if anybody else doubts you or society doubts you, you have something physical to show. Not that you need it, but you do. Well, look at this result. It's changing. Things are shifting. Things are changing. The results are here. Look at this. I can have the freedom I want, and so can you. I feel like so many people are stuck, enslaved in our Western world's version of whatever success is, that, and when they see someone going after true freedom and what they really want, it's like a conundrum to them. Like you can't have that. No, nobody else gets to have that. So why should you? And it's like, well, actually some people do get to have that, and I'm going to do what they do, and I'm going to walk towards it because I know my worth, and I know what I can create in my life. And so, yeah, there's that external validation. So open up to the physical world shifting, because it's well on its way to shifting. Okay, so let's pull a couple cards from the Woodland Wardens. Okay, we have the Quail and Gooseberry with Anticipation, and the Cayman and Poppy with Dreams. I do think this is a group of dreamers. You are walking towards what freedom looks like to you in your life, and you're anticipating it the whole way. And I think a lot of people's journey when they walk towards what they really want in this world, and when it's contrary to what society wants, I believe that it's kind of a hard journey, because when you feel like you're alone sometimes. But this feels so beautiful. This energy feels like you've had your back this entire time. You've been walking towards freedom this entire time. And that validation has been internal. And you've known what you're worthy of and what's meant for you. And you've continuously validated it, no matter how much doubt came in, no matter how much external reflection of doubt or internal doubt, or whatever the case may be, or lack of progress that's caused doubt. You've still always come back around to, I know the vision I see, I know what I'm worthy of, and I'm going to align with that. And that faith-filled action and steps moving forward in that way is going to be, it's not even a reward, it's just natural law that the material will align to that. I'm going to keep pulling some cards. I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Hidden Worlds Oracle. Now these are kind of monstrous cards, so we'll see how much room I have on the table. Okay, so we have the Relics of Lemuria. Oh, wow. You have an ideal in your mind, I think. Lemuria is that original, like, Garden of Eden, harmonious way of being. I believe you have an ideal you're walking towards, and you believe strongly in it. And then we have number 13 with Dawn Watcher. Caretaker, guardian, and support. You're protecting your dreams. You are a powerful agent of change, of manifestation. You know what you're meant for. You know you're meant for freedom. You could be someone who wants to travel. This feels very like with the ocean and the water here. It's like going overseas, traveling, free as a bird energy. You have big dreams. You anticipate and know that these dreams are going to come to fruition, and they absolutely are. We have 13 reduces to 4, and then we have 5, 4, 5. That's a progression. That's a movement. The unexpected shift that's happening for you this season is true movement, not just trickles in, not just little evidence here and there, like a true powerful shift. Again, that's the money coming in. That's the growth you're looking for. That's the promotion at work. That's the shift in your schedule, like the permission to be more flexible with your work. That's whatever it is you're calling in, it's actually huge physical change that happens for you. I just want to let you know, like, this season, there is that possibility for that huge shift in the material, the thing you need to feel more free, to be granted in the material realm that's being pushed in, like that's being grounded really strongly in this reading. I'm going to go ahead and start getting into the tarot. So I'm going to pull cards from the Tarot of the Divine. And Dawn Watcher, it's like you have your eyes on this new beginning and you're not taking your, like the dawn of a new day. You are not taking your eyes off of it. It is within, the dawn has arrived already. You're watching the dawn, the new dawn. Okay, so we have the Judgment card. Wow, it's perfect for this dawn energy over here. The Two of Wands, King of Wands. There's some really powerful action taking energy here. The Eight of Pentacles. That just came through in a reading I just did for Patreon, and it was coming through as you are the master crafter of this, of a masterpiece of your life. And that includes all elements of your life. So if you're focused on one element and you feel called into a slowness, or like feel called into soul search, like say you're focused on manifesting something outwardly, but for some reason your soul keeps pulling you inwards, slowing down, and you're like, oh, like that's counterintuitive. It's like, it's just a reminder that there is a time for slowness and then there's a time for action. This energy feels very action oriented, very eyes on the prize. So we'll see what else comes through. Eight of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves. The Moon. Ooh, the Lovers. Yeah, there's a lot of alignment with the Patreon reading I just did for December of 2025, if you're interested. But yeah, so we have three major arcanas, so significant shift. You're moving on. You're moving on from something that has held you back from true freedom. This is something, it feels like an internal breaking away from patterns that have held you back. And as soon as that breakaway happens, it's like the gates open and the material follows suit. So that message that came through with the Eight of Pentacles is, you could be being called internally at this time, and it could feel very counterintuitive because you feel ready. You feel ready to make a change. You feel ready to like launch forward in your life, fly free in your life. But then there's this slight feeling of, I need to go internal. I need to shift. There's something that needs to shift. And that's what it is. It's like once you make that internal, it's like a domino effect. You finally clicked over the domino and then it just changes everything. So if you feel called to go within, please do so, because it could be the thing that shifts. I think there's just this recognition that an embodiment of knowing it all starts from within. It's always started from within. I've always followed faith. I've always followed a knowing. And the material follows after that. That the material is secondary. That could be what you're integrating. The power of spirit, the power of intention, the power of soul-backed action. That could be something that's coming through for you. Like soul first. Like you're always going to kind of, I keep seeing like a bow and arrow, or feeling like a bow and arrow, and that pulling back and that tension, and then the release. That's kind of what it's like. Throughout your life, you're going to have those moments of pull back and release, like pull back and release. And that's okay. That's natural. That's inherent to who you are. There could be a shifting of direction. Two of Wands is about looking forward and making plans. Going within could really shine a light on something that you hadn't thought of, that you've wanted, or that you, like a vision could drop into your being of what you're meant for, that you wouldn't have thought of before. And that could alter your course. Just like that could be, again, that little shift. Maybe there's something you're missing. The Moon, that's about things unseen, things hidden. There's something that you're missing, And that once you see it, once you shift into it, it opens up the floodgates and you're able to move forward because you're finally aligned to what you're truly meant for. That's the energy here. The lovers is an energy of unity, of harmony, of like in this, it looks almost like strength energy. She's calmed the beast. It's like there's a more peaceful path forward. There's a more easeful path forward that's still full of impact and power, but also full of groundedness and peace and connection and simplicity and honoring of the divine within you and honoring of the stillness within you. If we're talking the winter season, that is a season of stillness. So yeah, there's something, just one little tweak, one little internal tweak. And it allows you that breakthrough moment where you're finally moving forward and finally leaving behind anything that's held you back from true freedom. So know that there's an awakening moment available for you right now, no matter how tense it feels, no matter how hard it is sometimes to go within and to look at shadowy parts of our being. That's the key to move you forward and for the physical to respond. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more cards, more tarot cards from the Floral Tarot. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands next to the King of Wands over here. The King of Wands showing up as a peacock, and then the Knight of Wands is this gladiola, this orange gladiola. So there's something with your inspiration, with the power you hold, and like there's an excitement here. Okay, so this is so interesting because it's like you're ready to go. And the Knight of Wands especially can be a little bit impulsive. And it's like you're so ready to go, but this energy is pulling the moon energy and like it's pulling you inward for just a moment before your launch. And it's that missing piece of the puzzle. Sorry, I keep repeating myself, but I'm just reminding you please do not worry about feeling called to slow down in the midst of this excitement. It will all make sense in the end. You're not walking away from your power, your inspiration, your ability to impact, and you're not walking away from any fiery energy in your being. You're just taking a moment to kind of click into place and then move forward from a place of integrity. That's all it is. Queen of Wands. That's awesome. And then lastly, we have the, oh wow, interesting. So there's an ending taking place that needs to take place before you move forward. We have the Ten of Swords. And we have the Eight of Cups, which is walking away too. So this is an integral part of your journey. Go within, listen. It feels very like solar plexus for some reason. Something with the way you're moving can come from a place of better alignment and knowing of who you are, especially since we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. This piece of the puzzle that you're gaining access to will help you move forward more confidently with all of you on board, with no hesitation. And it will be a reminder of who you truly are. And there's this feeling of stepping into who you are and really not caring how anybody is viewing you. So there's just an unapologetic, I am who I am. I know what I know. I'm creating what I'm creating. I deserve what I deserve. I'm worthy of what I'm worthy of, and so are you. And I'm walking away from that old paradigm, and if you want to join me, you can. But this is what's possible. True freedom is possible. And I'm not going to stay stuck in the old paradigm. So the gift is your shift into freedom. The gift, the miracle, is all of you being on board and seeing things shift in ways you've only seen in your mind's eye. It's like finally things are falling into your lap and it feels so right. Okay, group number 1. That was your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I am honored by your presence, and I hope I see you in another one. Bye. If you'd like to be supported more deeply through powerful energy healing transmissions that serve as monthly anchor points to keep you grounded and aligned to your most fulfilling path, along with access to a growing collection of exclusive soulful pick a flower readings, I'd be honored to have you in the sacred space of the Little Flower Patreon. My intention is for this space to be a spiritual lifeline to healing clarity, and soul alignment. A sacred container that leaves you feeling free and safe to unfold into your most authentic and abundant nature. Each month in the Wellspring membership, I channel a theme or prompt for 2 new Pick a Flower readings, with one of those readings laying the foundation for what emerges in the Infinite Prayer. Using Reiki, prayer, intuitively guided affirmations, and a belief in miracles, I offer a new, powerful transmission each month. With the Overflow membership, receive everything in Wellspring, plus access to every new extended Infinite Prayer session drawn from monthly YouTube readings from October 2025 on. Click the link in the description box below if you feel called to explore. Feel free to like, comment, drop a flower emoji, or subscribe to The Little Flower. You may browse single Infinite Prayer transmissions, check out my adorable merch featuring my bee and flowers logo with the phrase, "Hello, lovely human," and leave me a tip or buy me a coffee if you feel called to. Last but not least, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Hearken, my heart and soul in video form. I'd be honored to have you over there as well. Everything you'll need is listed in the description box below. With so much gratitude, I send you prayers of happiness, peace, health, and wealth. You are honored and loved. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to The Little Flower. If you haven't been to my channel, my name is Krista, and I use the presence and essence of flowers along with the tarot to deliver messages to help you align to your most authentic and abundant nature and path. So the prompt that came through for this reading is your winter miracle. What unexpected blessing is coming this winter season? So this is a timeless reading. If you feel called to it, you feel called to it. So this could be what unexpected blessing is coming this season. So whatever season you're in, or it could also mean what unexpected blessing is coming from you going within, going internal and going into stillness, because that is the winter season of the soul. So let's go ahead and get into it. You chose the fuchsia carnation. Carnations for me bring a lot of celebration, a lot of light, a lot of levity, and fuchsia for me always symbolizes uniqueness, being bold and brave enough to be yourself. So we'll see how that ties in. The oracle card I pulled is from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and you got embracing. Okay, so we have a heron here. It looks like at a sunset with fireflies, and it just feels like a closing of a chapter in a way, but embracing where you're at. So I want to pull some more cards to get some more context and see where we're going from here. So yeah, there's a feeling of the blessing or the miracle that comes in is this feeling of knowing that you're exactly where you're meant to be, and a deep inner sense of connectedness and fulfillment with where you are, right where you are. It's like the divine just striking their light down on you and awakening you to the reality that you've always been whole. So this feels very internal. I tend to do that with my readings, go internal. So very soulful readings most often. And of course, the physical blessings and miracles are reflective of that, but I am someone who believes 100% soul first, spirit first, and the blessing comes there first. So let's see what's going on here. From the Woodland Warden's Oracle, we have the Ram and Dahlia. So the Ram is associated, I believe, with Aries. So Aries could be symbolic for you. Aries does feel very like with the fuchsia flower and that individuality and stepping in boldly into who you are. So it does kind of feel like Aries energy. And the Dahlia, it says determination. And then we have the butterfly and snowdrop. I love snowdrop for a winter reading, with hope. So perfect. Let's go ahead and pull a couple cards from the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. The energy that's coming through. So if I'm feeling a 9 cycle, a year 9 cycle is tying up loose ends, closing of chapters, doors closing. It feels like, and then with hope and determination, like you know where you're going, But the blessing and the miracle is that you find peace right where you are, and you find peace in the moment just before the sunrise. And you find peace in all the closing of doors that had to close. And you find peace in that fertile darkness of that moment. And there's rest there. And there's, like, of course, there's that hope of that new dawn, but you're not, it's like you're finally just, you're okay with where you're at. You're okay with, and it's not even an ending anymore. It just is. Like, where you're at is where you're at, and life is beautiful, and you just embrace it. And it's in that moment that a door just opens right up for you. Okay, so we have, 32 with resurrection, comeback, rebirth, and renewal. Wow, that is powerful. Look at this. And even the message that I said with spirit, I didn't say that in the other group. Like, that's just something I said to you about how I believe soul comes first. Look at this imagery. It's like, you can take it in different ways, but it's like this is soul creating itself in the material world. That is wild. It's like something beautiful that's been resurrected within you is becoming reality in the material. But it's with rebirth too. It's almost like a cycle. Like, it turns into material and then it goes back to soul. It turns into material. I just feel like there's an inherent acceptance of your humanness that's really coming through. And then we also have number 22 with insight, magical tools, writing, and star crafting. So what are you creating? What are you writing into existence? Interesting. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have this card, the leap. Ecstasy, bliss, and belief. So there's a whole new horizon ahead of you. Something you've been creating. It feels like with this insight card and the wizard-looking guy with his feather pen, it's something your soul's been writing into existence for eons, and it's coming into fruition. There's a destiny element to this season of your life. There's a fulfillment that is going to be beyond anything you ever could have dreamed of. A dream, a wish, a long held, and it's the one that resonates deepest to the core of you. So if you think of that, what is the thing beyond what you like, beyond your physical needs, beyond what you hope to happen soon in the physical world, beyond all of that, if none of that was a reality, what is the truest soul nature desire of yours? This is that. This is, so a lot of us, it's love. It's finding love, finding family. It's something about love, and it's something about your soul's fulfillment and knowing you're loved and feeling loved and being able to express love. And it's the thing that aligns to the epitome and core of the deepest parts of you, of the most pure parts of you, of those desires, the desires that come from that place. So your miracle is a reflection of that in the material. So this could be conception. This could be meeting the love of your life. This could be falling in love with yourself again. This has love written all over it. So this could be a happy, harmonious family life, the birth of a child, that core essence of belonging that you need, and the reflection of that. That's what this is. That's the miracle coming forward for you. Powerful. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards from the Tarot of the Divine. Love. A deep alignment with love. A feeling and knowing of your worth. A feeling of and knowing of just how loved you are at the core of you. Unconditionally. All elements of you. What a beautiful miracle. Isn't it the epitome of what it means to be human, to be loved, and to love? So, but the miracle is the physical emanation of that with this card. Like, it feels like a miracle of love that births itself into the material world. So whatever that looks like for you. Is it a partnership? Is it a new best friend? New family member? And a reawakened and reinvigorated connection to the ones you already love? A deepening into your own heart and capacity for love? Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. Ooh, the Six of Wands. The High Priestess. Ooh, wow. This is totally makes sense. You have the Sun as your central card. The Sun is standing in the light of your authenticity and being seen, and feeling whole. Ooh, the Ace of Wands. Nice. The Hanged Man. And the Four of Cups. So have you come from a place of disappointment or inner battle? Because encompassing these tarot cards, we have the Four of Cups, which is a card of like complacency or boredom. And the Five of Wands is like a battling energy, like a fiery energy, like competing energies. So it almost feels like you're coming from a place of discontentment with the present moment and entering into a place of, I have everything I need right here, right now. I am the light. I am the fulfillment. I am the physical manifestation of all of my dreams come true. That is the energy you're stepping into. And by no means, by me saying you realizing you're all that you ever need, does that mean that things can't come in from outside of you. Love, it's a recognition that you are all you'll ever need, and all you'll ever need surrounds you. And it's you emanating and existing in that vibrational force and finally awakening to the reality that it's always been that way. So this could be, like in my case, for instance, I'll give you an example from my own life. I've been in a solitary state for quite some time, and I tend to, exist like I'm connected to my family and I have a couple friends I'm close to, but it's not like I'm a very solitary person, or at least I've been in a very long standing solitary phase of my life. And so this would be me opening my eyes and looking around me and seeing there's always been opportunities for connection all around me, and it's always been there. And it's just, this is the time when you open your eyes and you look around you and you see that you were never blocked, that all you've ever needed has always been, like the doors have always been opened. It's just now you're ready to walk through them. So long held dreams coming true. With the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands, this does feel like this Ace of Wands, she has a paintbrush. She's crafting, and then even with the guy with insight, magical tools, writing, star crafting, it's like you're writing something into existence. You're painting, creating something, creating a masterpiece, a piece of art in your world, and it's coming into fruition in the material. You're crafting it into the material world. Others are seeing it with the Six of Wands. It's being like you're being lit up with the sun, of course. The sun is all pervasive. So you're being seen in new ways, being honored and recognized in new ways. But we also have two of your major arcanas out of the three are introspective energies. So there's an outward central energy here, but there's also these anchoring points, it feels like, with the Hanged Man and the High Priestess, that are more about going within and going into stillness. So it feels like you've got these anchor points moving forward that keep you steady, keep you held in integrity with who you truly are. And then from that place, you're moved, like you're strong and stable and ready to step forward into the light. The embracing of the power of your feminine energy. There's a feeling of that beautiful balance between masculine and feminine, where you're existing in your feminine, but you have the courage to act on the nudgings of the feminine. The nudgings, and by the feminine I mean your creative energy, the chaotic flow within you, the parts of you that do things beyond logic, that just do things out of instinct, out of drive, out of power, out of flow, out of a calling, an inner calling. There's a resolution in a marriage between that energy and the action you take in the world. And this is a part of you creating the masterpiece of your life. So again, we still have some of these still like pulling into stillness energies, but I just see it going in and out of stillness and expansion, stillness and expansion, stillness and expansion. And I think you're heading into an expansive moment, a beautiful, expansive moment. But trust the nudging, because I do see you ebbing and flowing. So if you feel that ebb, trust it. Even when you feel activated, trust the ebb, because it's just going to launch you even more from a place of integrity into what you're mapping and creating in your world. So trust the flow of things, trust the creative process, trust all of it, and use that masculine energy, that supportive energy, that action-oriented energy to honor the feminine flow, to honor that creative spark, to honor the walk into the unknown. Trust and know that your path will be winding and colorful and adventurous, and there will be so many unknown elements, but you're safe in it. You're safe in it. And the reason you feel safe in it is because you are so integrated in that feminine energy, and you are so integrated in those places of stillness and acceptance of where you're at, that no matter where you go, you can find that stillness within, that peace within, and know that you're exactly where you're meant to be. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to pull a few more tarot cards, and that will be the final message for this. 1551 as I looked up to the camera timer. A lot of reflection energy, just completely through the readings I've done. I did a reading for Patreon earlier, and there was so much of that going within, because we've been talking about the winter season and that inner reflection that's so important and such like a vital part of your life and your soul. Nine of Swords. Interesting. That's it. That's the only card that wants to come through right now. So the Nine of Swords can be about fears, and I'm curious what that means in the context of this. There could be some fear around moving into an unknown territory that feels a little scary and dark at first. But once you gain your ground and you gain your trust and your ability to follow that internal compass, and once you start to see the evidence that you're safe, it will get easier. So there could be moments on this journey where you're afraid to let go, or you're afraid to move forward because there's no external validation for what you're doing, but it's just the creative process. It's like, if some of you are artists, then you might understand like that idea of following the muse, or if like you're painting a picture and you feel called, like you have one vision of what you think it's going to look like, it almost never looks like that. It's going to turn out how it turns out. And if you just follow the flow of it, there are like little happy mistakes you make that turn into something beautiful, like a beautiful part of the painting. It's like that, shifting your mindset to know that you are the artist of your life. And you get to do this thing in a way that honors the divine within you, that feminine flow within you, that chaotic mess within you, that beautiful, like fractal that is being created from those little steps you take, those joy-filled, aligned steps you take along the way. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Your blessing, your miracle is an acceptance for this beautiful, artistic journey that you're on, and the inner fulfillment that comes from that. So thank you so much, group number 2. I'm honored to channel this message for you. And go ahead and like this video, comment if you feel called to, or subscribe to my channel, and you can listen to my outro for more information about the Infinite Prayer, Patreon, and other ways. Oh, my merch, my adorable merch, and other ways that you can be supported by me. So thank you so much. Bye. If you'd like to be supported more deeply through powerful energy healing transmissions that serve as monthly anchor points to keep you grounded and aligned to your most fulfilling path, along with access to a growing collection of exclusive soulful pick a flower readings, I'd be honored to have you in the sacred space of the Little Flower Patreon. My intention is for this space to be a spiritual lifeline to healing, clarity, and soul alignment, a sacred container that leaves you feeling free and safe to unfold into your most authentic and abundant nature. Each month in the Wellspring membership, I channel a theme or prompt for 2 new Pick a Flower readings, with one of those readings laying the foundation for what emerges in the Infinite Prayer. Using Reiki, prayer, intuitively guided affirmations, and a belief in miracles, I offer a new, powerful transmission each month. With the Overflow membership, receive everything in Wellspring, plus access to every new extended Infinite Prayer session drawn from monthly YouTube readings from October 2025 on. Click the link in the description box below if you feel called to explore. Feel free to like, comment, drop a flower emoji, or subscribe to The Little Flower. You may browse single Infinite Prayer transmissions, check out my adorable merch featuring my bee and flowers logo with the phrase, "Hello, lovely human," and leave me a tip or buy me a coffee if you feel called to. Last but not least, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Hearken, my heart and soul in video form. I'd be honored to have you over there as well. Everything you'll need is listed in the description box below. With so much gratitude, I send you prayers of happiness, peace, health, and wealth. You are honored and loved. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to The Little Flower. If you haven't been to my channel, my name is Krista, and I use the presence and essence of flowers, along with the tarot, to deliver messages to help you align to your most authentic and abundant nature and path. So the prompt that came through for this reading is your winter miracle. What unexpected blessings are coming this winter season? So this can mean the literal winter season, which is when I'm posting this, but it can also mean, since this is a timeless reading, the season that you're in, or what miracle and blessings are coming from you going within and going into stillness, which is also considered, the winter season of the soul. So let's go ahead and get into it. You chose group number 3 with the pastel green or sage green carnation. Carnations are flowers of celebration. There's a levity to them, a lightness, and sage green is giving me earthy vibes, giving me sage, like the sage, protective vibes of sage, and just earth, like feeling grounded, feeling connected in the heart space. That's the energy that's coming through the flower, and she's going to be right up there. And we will pull your oracle card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and you have you have thriving with giraffes. You have 3 giraffes here. The color pink feels like a higher heart energy, especially with that green flower, this heart-centered, thriving energy. So beautiful, so alive, so magnified. The blessing that is coming, I feel physical health improving, vibrancy, vitality improving in your being, feeling alive, feeling free. So let's pull a couple more cards just to get some more context. All right, what miracle is coming this season for group number 3? Alrighty, we have the Badger and Ginkgo with healing wounds. Okay, physical healing is really coming through. Do you have anything in your body? Any pain, any issues that you, like recurring issues? The miracle, I'm using the word miracle in this reading because the miracle is that some long-held, I'm feeling physical ailment or physical thing that's been plaguing you, or maybe not even plaguing you, maybe just bothering you. Maybe you have lower back pain, or maybe like you have a kink in your shoulder that's been there for months, something like that. It's like, it feels like a miracle that something's finally just gone, finally healed, like finality is coming through. The healing of wounds. Ginkgo does have to do with the mind, so there could be some mental healing as well. Some actual, like a finality of an anxiety issue, or a finality of some intrusive thoughts that were happening, like something finally coming to an end. And it's like the silence is kind of like shocking in a way. It's like, whoa. And I do believe it's coming from, like, with the winter season being what we're talking about here, coming from entering into stillness, entering into that hermit kind of energy in your soul, where you're listening to your soul and you're spending time with your soul. And it's like, it's almost like there's, and this can translate into the physical too, the physical body. It's almost like when you spend time with that ailment, whether mental, physical, spiritual, and you sit with it, and you give it some space and you give it unconditional love instead of rejection, instead of judgment, instead of like resistance, it's like it can breathe and it can tell you what it's been needing, and you can listen and you can give it what it needs, and then it just goes away. It just dissipates. I totally relate to this. It's like, it is hard sometimes to accept and to just be with something that frustrates you about your being. But once you do, that's when the answer comes. Unconditional love. We have the snail and the huckleberry. Trust in the invisible. I love the snail for this too. There's a slowing down, a peace that wants to come through for you, a settledness. Yeah, I like the thriving energy. Like that's where you're headed, but you're being called before that into like just a nestling into your being and an unconditional love for your being. Like I'm even thinking of someone who's on a weight loss journey, for instance, wants to lose weight. And it's like, once you just be with the weight you are carrying and all of who you are in unconditional love and acceptance, it's almost like there's a voice there that finally is being heard. And then it just can finally let go of you. So there's such, there's like the spirit and the physical in your, and in particular in your body is really, the healing of your spirit and body is really coming through as your miracle. So I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Even with this trust in the invisible and the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds, they're like in your cells, in like the frequency of your soul and the cells of your body. There are hidden miracles waiting to just burst through you. And all you have to do is sit with them in unconditional love and acceptance for that to happen. Like, so say you have like a toe that's always given you issues. It's like meditating with your toe with love. So, it's something like that. Oh, this is so beautiful. That pink color is coming through again. Wow. Okay. Number 19, the healing temple of the lunar light. And I was going to mention there's a moon on your thriving card, and moon is about entering into the stillness and the darkness of night and listening and the murkiness of that. Life cycles, energy healing, and communication. Okay, this is emerging. You are communicating with your body. You are reintegrating into your body, falling back in love with your body and your soul and your very being. And so much healing is coming from that. Your next card is, I love this card. The Light Priestess, Galactic Wisdom, Cosmic Ritual. So there's a lot here about energy healing and the power of energy healing, and you being an energy healer. And you may not recognize that. We're all energy healers, and we all have that capacity. And when you sit with unconditional love energetically with anything, it feels that, it knows that, and it aligns to its most healed and natural and loving state. So you're doing that with yourself, and the miracles that come through this are going to be profound. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the tarot. So the tarot I'm pulling is from the Tarot of the Divine. There's so much color to your being too, like this spread. It's so colorful. It's so beautiful. Even the flowers are mirroring. Like, I just feel like there's so much internal that you have yet to explore in your being. And yeah, this winter season, you're meant to do that. And you're going to find so many amazing parts of you that you kind of forgot about. Or now I'm feeling like music and dancing. And let's see what else we have. We have the Page of Swords. Yeah, I think you're going to start thinking outside the box. Like, once you go within and you just love on yourself, like, new ideas are going to flow in, new ways of being, like new little sparks of interest throughout the day. Like, you're going to just fill your days with more light because it's actually emanating from you. And you've just given yourself the time of day to really express yourself, like within your being. And those little light sparks are going to come, and you're going to like put on a song that you hadn't listened to in a while, or you're going to bust out like your crayons and coloring book, like things like that. You're going to have more fun. There's more playful energy. We have the Six of Wands that came through in group 2. Four of Cups. You might be closely, I was actually going to mention group 2 and I should have said it. You might be closely interrelated to the messages in group 2, because there was I don't remember what it was, but earlier I did think that something was relating to it. Ooh, Six of Cups, inner child. Yeah, with the coloring book and the music, that was making me think of inner child. The Fool. Ooh, the Sun. Group 2 had Sun too. So yeah, definitely Group 2 and High Priestess. Yeah, maybe I didn't mix them up very well, but I do think I do think this is your message, you know. And Group 2 had I think 3 of the same cards, tarot cards as you. So let's see. The Six of Cups and the Fool are giving fresh, light, playful, excited, new ventures. And it's all coming from within. If you've been looking outside of yourself for new energy, for new inspiration, for things to change to make you feel better about your life, you know, like to make things feel excited. Because, well, you have the Four of Cups, which can be about boredom. So it's almost like you've been looking in the wrong places. And if you just go within and just love what is, this burst of color and light will just pour through you into the world, and healing. And you don't even have to do anything. It's like all of a sudden the world is born anew, and you see so many opportunities you didn't see before. Your eyes are open, doors are open, and it's all coming from within. So this is a powerful awakening. Six of Wands is about public recognition. It's about being seen for who you truly are and being honored for that. So this could come with a wave of inspiration that puts you in, I heard the limelight. That sounds kind of a lot to me, but it's like that puts you in the sight and eyes of others in an admirable way. Like you being in your light, like you going within, loving what is, the light beaming through you finally, and you wanting to spread that and feeling unapologetic in that because you love yourself. You're not hiding, you're just in it because you found that love within. And that resonates with the world around you, and they see that, and they recognize that as something that they can have too. That self-love, that light, that expression. It's pure, it's beautiful. We have the Sun here. That's standing in your authentic light. I love that you have the Sun and the Six of Wands. It's beautiful. Standing in your authentic light, being seen exactly for who you are, and being honored for exactly who you are. People like praising you for being who you are. And it's like, why would I ever, there's like a jokey, like, why would I ever hide this? Why would I ever feel like I need to hide parts of myself? I am all light and all beauty, and I'm just going to be that and let it beam outward. It's natural. It comes natural. It's beautiful. So you're entering into self-love, and because of that, you are able to just fully be yourself and feel connected to other people, feel connected to the light that exists and has always existed all around you. You just couldn't see it as fully as you can now. So again, like this miracle, it's miracle healings in your being, it's miracle self-love, it's feeling beautiful and feeling light and feeling like no matter how you show up, you just are love. Love is you, and you are love, and there's nothing wrong with that. So why would I hide that? Why would I hide my light? I'm never going to do that again. You know, like I might have my times to go within again, like we're talking about winter season, like how valuable it is to go within and just love yourself and have that time to yourself. But it's all within, as within, so without, you know. So it's a beautiful ebb and flow. It's a beautiful internal, external. It all comes together. Everything is a mirror, and you are mirroring love, and everybody's going to, by being in your presence and in your light, because you're fully ready to shine it, everybody's going to feel that, and everybody's going to start feeling more love for themselves just by being in your presence, which is amazing. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just keep being yourself. Love all aspects of you. If there's any inner child parts of you that need loving, please spend time with that part of yourself and send that love that you always needed. You've always been beautiful. You've always been worthy. You've always been colorful and alive, and just as you are. So it's you that has to know that, and all you have to do is sit with yourself and love those parts of yourself, bring in that love, and then that's all you ever needed was that love and acceptance for those parts of yourself from yourself. So lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm going to pull maybe like 1 to 3 more tarot cards from the Floral Tarot, and then that will be your reading. This is short and sweet, but powerful nonetheless, this reading. Thank you so much for being here. I'm honored by your presence, and I'm excited for you and the self-love journey you're going on, and for the physical healing you will be finding through it. Okay, I think we're pulling 2 cards. So we have the 3 of Cups and the Tower. Okay, so this feels like 3 of Cups can be about community, and the Tower is about like old structures crumbling. So I feel like the way you perceive others and how they perceive you is crumbling, and you're realizing that any negative perceptions you've had that you've like kind of projected onto yourself, like judgments that you thought other people would project onto you, it's like that's all crumbling, and you're realizing that was all bullshit all along. Like it's all just been your own filters and your own self, like protection in a way, but self-judgments, you know. It's like you're protecting yourself from a judgmental or harsh world, when once you fully love yourself, you realize that that's not what the world is. The world is, there are so many loving, beautiful, amazing people out there, and then all the rest are just wounded people who don't know how to love themselves. And you can see that now. And so you can detach yourself from any judgment or any hate or any negativity that may come your way, which is much more rare than the light that I'm seeing is coming your way. So that's crumbling for you, and you just have a whole new self-concept and new concept of the world and other people, and so much more compassion for others. As within, so without. Like the compassion and love you've reflected back onto yourself, that is coming to the outer world too. You see everything so much more clearly, and you're able to spread love and share with others ways that they can love themselves better from here on out. So alrighty, group number 3. Beautiful. And I love that you're 3 with the 3 of Cups. Like that's expansion, that's growth, that's community. Anyway, sorry. Group number 3. Thank you so much for being here. I'm honored and just thrilled to channel this message for you. If you feel called to, go ahead and like, comment, drop a flower emoji, subscribe to the channel. But go ahead and listen to this outro if you want to hear more about Patreon, my adorable merch, and other ways that you can be supported by me. Thank you so much. Bye. If you'd like to be supported more deeply through powerful energy healing transmissions that serve as monthly anchor points to keep you grounded and aligned to your most fulfilling path, along with access to a growing collection of exclusive soulful pick a flower readings, I'd be honored to have you in the sacred space of the Little Flower Patreon. My intention is for this space to be a spiritual lifeline to healing, clarity, and soul alignment. A sacred container that leaves you feeling free and safe to unfold into your most authentic and abundant nature. Each month in the Wellspring membership, I channel a theme or prompt for 2 new Pick a Flower readings, with one of those readings laying the foundation for what emerges in the Infinite Prayer. Using Reiki, prayer, intuitively guided affirmations, and a belief in miracles, I offer a new, powerful transmission each month. With the Overflow membership, receive everything in Wellspring, plus access to every new extended Infinite Prayer session drawn from monthly YouTube readings from October 2025 on. Click the link in the description box below if you feel called to explore. Feel free to like, comment, drop a flower emoji, or subscribe to The Little Flower. You may browse single Infinite Prayer transmissions, check out my adorable merch featuring my bee and flowers logo with the phrase, "Hello, lovely human," and leave me a tip or buy me a coffee if you feel called to. Last but not least, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Hearken, my heart and soul in video form. I'd be honored to have you over there as well. Everything you'll need is listed in the description box below. With so much gratitude, I send you prayers of happiness, peace, health, and wealth. You are honored and loved.